Hello everyone, and welcome back to TV Day's Drama Digest. Today we're diving into one of the most pulse-pounding, suspense-filled storylines that has our community buzzing with anticipation, the shocking events surrounding EJ and the ominous setup for an upcoming shooting. In a tale where loyalties are tested, secrets are revealed, and the specter of violence looms large, we're left to ask, who will pull the trigger? Let's break down the dramatic developments that have led us to this fateful crossroads. A web of intrigue and tension in the world of Days of Our Lives. Every seemingly innocuous conversation can hide a deeper, more dangerous agenda. Recently, tensions escalated when guns were revealed in two very different hands. The stage is set with two potential murder weapons, each with its own backstory and connection to the central figures embroiled in this tumultuous saga. The first gun, Ava's unexpected burden. Our story begins at the bistro, a setting that has long served as a microcosm for the intricate power plays within Salem. During an intense and charged conversation, Ava found herself caught in a verbal sparring match with Melinda, a confrontation that quickly turned from professional to personal. Ava, who has always maintained her own sense of duty and integrity, was initially reluctant to serve Melinda. The reason was simple yet complex. Melinda, acting as Kristen's lawyer, brought with her an aura of legal machinations and hidden agendas that clashed with Ava's own values. As the conversation unfolded, it became clear that this was no ordinary exchange. The dialogue was laced with double meanings and unspoken threats, reflective of a long history of alliances and betrayals. In a move that shocked everyone present, Melinda discreetly handed over her hidden gun to Ava. This wasn't merely a tool for protection, it was a symbolic passing of responsibility and a stark warning that the stakes in Salem were about to be raised dramatically. Now armed with this weapon for self-defense, Ava found herself in possession of an object that could soon become the instrument of irreversible change. The second gun, Kristen's cryptic inheritance. Not far from the tense atmosphere of the bistro, another pivotal scene was taking shape, one that involved Kristen and her own mysterious acquisition. In an attic that holds secrets of generations past, Kristen surprised her mother by unveiling a gun that had been hidden away. The discovery wasn't random, it was the culmination of a carefully orchestrated plan involving a special memento that Kristen had entrusted to Rachel. This memento, imbued with both emotional and literal weight, was intended to be more than just a keepsake. It was a piece of a larger puzzle, a tool that would later play a crucial role in the unfolding drama. The plot thickened with the revelation that the so-called woman in white had a plan that involved using this very gun on Ava under the guise of self-defense. It turns out that Kristen now has the firearm that could be wielded in a deadly confrontation. Although it appears that the original intent might not have been to target EJ, the narrative is never as straightforward as it seems in Salem. With Kristen in possession of the gun, the potential for an explosive twist in the tale increases exponentially. The looming question: who will be the shooter? With two guns now in play, the stage is set for an imminent showdown that has everyone on the edge of their seats. The central question remains: which of these weapons will ultimately serve as the murder weapon in the impending shooting of EJ? Given EJ's long list of enemies and the convoluted web of relationships that surrounds him, the answer is far from simple. EJ, a character whose life has been defined by both his charm and his perilous entanglements, now stands at a crossroads. His past decisions and the multitude of adversaries he has made over the years have all converged to create a perfect storm. As the threat of violence looms, every glance, every whispered conversation, and every hidden agenda in Salem seems to point toward a dramatic climax that could change the course of his life and the lives of those around him forever. Unraveling the threads, motives and alliances. The dual possession of these guns is not a mere coincidence, but a carefully plotted narrative move designed to heighten tension and blur the lines between right and wrong. Ava's newfound burden with the gun handed over by Melinda symbolizes a reluctant acceptance of the violent realities that come with navigating the treacherous waters of Salem. On one hand, she is a protector, someone who may be forced to use this weapon to safeguard herself in a world where trust is scarce. On the other hand, this gun represents a dangerous escalation, a tool that could be misused if the complex power dynamics in play go awry. Kristen's acquisition of the second gun adds another layer of complexity. In the dimly lit attic of secrets, this relic is more than just an object. It is a reminder of past alliances, unresolved conflicts, and the ever-present danger of betrayal. The memento that Rachel delivered holds both sentimental and tactical value. Kristen's decision to keep the gun, and the possibility that it might be used against someone in her inner circle, speaks to a broader narrative of manipulation and hidden intentions. The possibility that this weapon could be turned on EJ, whether by design or by accident, only deepens the mystery surrounding his fate. The impending shooting, a convergence of fates as the plot builds toward the imminent shooting. Every character in Salem is forced to confront their own demons and allegiances. EJ's position is particularly precarious. With enemies lurking in every shadow and past grievances waiting to resurface, he is now at the center of a deadly game. The dual presence of these guns is a stark reminder that violence, once unleashed, rarely follows a predictable script. The careful balance of power that has defined Salem for years is on the verge of being shattered by a single, fateful trigger pull. In a scenario where each character's motivations are as murky as the secrets they guard, the eventual outcome remains uncertain. Will Ava, driven by a sense of duty and self-preservation, find herself forced to use the gun that Melinda entrusted to her? Or will Kristen's hidden plans come to fruition, with her newfound weapon playing a decisive role in the unfolding tragedy? And amidst all this, where does EJ stand, caught in the crossfire of a carefully orchestrated setup that could very well lead to his demise? A community on the edge for fans of Days of Our Lives, the tension surrounding the EJ shooting is more than just dramatic storytelling. It's an emotional roller coaster that touches on themes of trust, betrayal, and the inescapable pull of destiny. The narrative has woven a tapestry of interconnected lives, each thread contributing to a larger, more intricate picture of a community on the edge. The guns, as symbolic as they are literal, represent the culmination of years of conflict and the ultimate test of loyalty. In this charged atmosphere, every character is a potential suspect, every secret a possible motive. The anticipation is palpable, and the questions multiply with each new revelation. Who will be the one to fire the shot? And in doing so, what will be the consequences for all involved? The convergence of these storylines promises not just an explosive climax, but also a turning point that could redefine relationships and alliances within Salem. The stakes are higher than ever. What makes this storyline particularly compelling is the way it encapsulates the essence of Days of Our Lives, where every decision carries weight and every action has far-reaching repercussions. The impending shooting is not just an isolated event. It is the inevitable result of a series of calculated moves and unforeseen accidents that have been building up over time. It is a narrative that forces us to consider the cost of secrets and the price of betrayal. EJ's long list of enemies, the hidden agendas behind every character's actions, and the looming presence of these deadly weapons all contribute to a sense of impending doom. The intricate web of relationships that has defined Salem is about to be tested in a way that few have seen before. As fans, we are left to wonder if this convergence of events will lead to a dramatic showdown, or if it will spiral into chaos, leaving behind a trail of broken alliances and shattered dreams. A call to action for our loyal viewers at this moment. We invite you, our dedicated viewers, to join in the conversation. What do you think will happen when the shooting finally occurs? Who do you believe will be the one to pull the trigger? And what are the chances that this fateful act will be driven by revenge, self-defense, or a long-held grudge? The opinions of our community have always been a driving force behind the discussions that shape the world of Days of Our Lives. And your insights are more valuable than ever as we stand on the brink of what could be one of the most dramatic episodes in recent memory. Social media is already abuzz with theories, predictions, and fervent debates. Some of you argue that Ava, thrust into a situation where self-defense becomes unavoidable, might be forced into a corner where her only option is to use the weapon handed to her by Melinda. Others speculate that Kristen, with her secretive maneuvers and hidden agenda, could be orchestrating a scenario that culminates in an unexpected twist, perhaps even turning the gun on someone close to EJ. And then there are those who fear that the chaos might spiral out of control, leading to consequences that no one in Salem could have foreseen. Looking ahead, the road to the climax as we wait for the next chapter in this electrifying storyline, one thing is certain: the coming days will be filled with tension, heart-stopping moments, and dramatic revelations that will test the limits of loyalty and survival in Salem. The guns are out, the secrets are on the verge of exposure, and the clock is ticking towards a moment that could change everything. In the end, the impending shooting of EJ is not just about violence, it's about the convergence of past actions, present choices, and the uncertain future that lies ahead. It is a narrative that challenges every character involved to confront their inner demons, to face the consequences of their hidden agendas, and to ultimately decide what they are willing to sacrifice in the name of self-preservation or revenge. In conclusion, as we wrap up today's edition of TV Days Drama Digest, we remain on high alert for every twist and turn in this unfolding drama. The stage is set, the weapons are in play, and EJ's fate hangs in the balance. Whether it is Ava's reluctant acceptance of her new burden or Kristen's mysterious inheritance of a weapon with dangerous potential, the implications of these actions are far-reaching and profound. We encourage you to keep the conversation alive and share your thoughts about who might be the shooter, what the real motives behind these actions could be, and how you think the story will ultimately resolve. In the world of Days of Our Lives, every answer leads to new questions, and every revelation carries the promise of more drama to come. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.